Suresh, let me start off with you. The talk this morning is all about fiscal deficit. So what's the number you're working with?
Yeah, I think, look, obviously post the elections, things have gotten a little more worrying because I think the natural reaction for everybody to say is that it's going to be a very populist budget. But having said that, I think, even if you look at it from an election perspective, inflation is not a good thing. So my sense is I think there will be some level of fiscal consolidation. Clearly, I think fiscal deficit for FY12 is going to be around 6%. And I would think we will get to, on paper, on the budget day, maybe a 5.5% number. I think that is what is the bare minimum probably the market might be looking for. So some level of fiscal consolidation at 5.5% fiscal deficit looks like a likely scenario, actually.
Just want to get you in on power and cap goods. Like Sanjeev was just saying, the PMO has pushed some key reforms over the last few months in these two sectors. But is the market expecting more to come out in this budget?
Certainly, I think the market may be expecting that because, infrastructure is key to drive economic growth. And I would hope there will be some measures at least for the infrastructure sector. Not sure specifically what that can be, but I think, that is something you can expect. I think beginning this January, I think there is definitely a conscious effort from the government and the PMO to give, I think, more impetus to the infrastructure sector. So I would assume the budget also has something in it for them.
Right. So the other big concern, of course, is the subsidy bill, and the economic survey also extensively talks about fixing fuel subsidies. How much room do you think government will have this time around to reduce oil subsidies?
See, we did a simple calculation. I think every $10 move in crude basically affects the fiscal deficit by 25 to 30 bips. This is assuming, what currency rate, what rupee dollar you are taking. So let's say 30 bips, assuming the rupee is weakening as well. So that is the sensitivity. So clearly, if the oil has moved up by $20, it takes out 0.5% or 0.6% of the GDP. That level of maneuverability is gone. So I think that is where I would say, so that is the simple sensitivity. So at 123 for Brent, are we really worried? I don't think so. But, if it goes above 135, I think there will be enough reason for us to worry about it. So I think watching crude, watching the currency moves are critical, I think, again, going forward.